Alright.
It's fun.
Okay, guys, ready?
Yeah, ready. I'm ready to suck some dick.
What the fuck? Hey guys, Psycho Culture here as Anarchy.
Polyfez.
And this is the Deadpool spoiler review. Get this. Spoilers. You've had a weekend to see the movie. If you haven't seen the $153 million box office smasher February called Deadpool, get to it, you fuck. You have more than enough time. Now, guys, as the Deadpool spoiler review, we're going to be going into detail about what made this movie so fantastic. Starting off, everything.
Yeah, it was really like everything though too. It was like as good as like Inception. Yeah, pretty much so too.
Yeah, that's funny you're comparing it to Inception. Like, the main thing that I truly love is the fact that this movie stayed incredibly true and honest to the character of Deadpool. What other comic book movies, aside from maybe Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, have stayed true to the character? Ryan Reynolds, God bless his soul, for for completing this amazing movie. Thank you, Ryan Reynolds. This movie was without a doubt. I think this is one of the few movies I could find very little flaws in. I can't.
I think too. It's one of those movies where, where I'm just like, okay, I'm trying to see the flaws or any action too. None. It was consistently funny, and it stayed that way throughout the entire thing. There weren't any pausing moments though where you're just like, oh, it's boring. No, you will start laughing and you will end laughing until the very end of the movie.
It's to the very end.
Yeah.
Like, stay for the after credits, because if you don't know that by now, it's a fucking Marvel movie. You always stay for the after credits. But from the opening scenes, where it titles some douchebag's movie directed by an overpaid tool, that right there set the tone that this movie is going to be fucking spectacular. I absolutely loved it. Oh god, I'm feeling it now.
It's been creeping in my mouth, and I'm just like, don't say anything. Don't say anything. So
now, a lot of people were a little worried, Fox obviously, about this movie being an R rating. But all of us fans instantly knew that if they're going to make an R-rating Deadpool, they're doing Deadpool justice. It's incredible how this movie was rated R, but it just wasn't overly excessive as rated R. It did its fuck shits, damn it, all the nakedness, the goriness, but it wasn't like in your fucking face where it's like, oh, we rated R, no jurisdictions, no boundaries.
Yeah.
Yes, Deadpool has that, but at least they do it right, properly, and respectfully. It wasn't like shoved down our throats like most rated R gore fests, like the Green Inferno. Brutality, and everything. Yeah, and I just love the fact that this movie, the plot is actually pretty simple when you really think about it. It's just a basic origin rescue story. Deadpool, Wade Wilson before, is a regular mercenary. He meets the girl. Girl and guy fall in love. Girl and guy want to get married. Guy gets cancer. Guy gets to an experiment. Guy then goes on a manhunt to get back to normal. His girlfriend gets kidnapped. He has to go on a rescue mission to save her, and he does. And I find it amazing that this story has been told over and over again. But again, it's all about the execution. If you execute the movie properly, you will always get the job done. That is the important part. You can't say the same story over and over again, so long as you get it done right.
I was going to say that as well. Throughout the movie, first time I watched it, it was very cliche. Like Anarchy said, it was extremely cliche, but I was wondering, how are they going to change it? How are they going to have it different? And to that end, it was a great movie. Even though it had a very cliche storyline, and it was very predictable. It was very interesting to see how it turned out, and to see how different they can make something that's so old, something so enjoyable. I actually almost rated this a perfect movie the moment I got out of the theater. But
same here, though.
I think that's the only truly legitimate nitpick, is that it's a cliche kind of story.
No, it's cliche, yet what covers it over is the immense full amount of humor that's just like, it's just one epic funny movie though too. Like, you don't even care about the story. It's just the amount of lines Deadpool is saying and
the laughs you get.
Yeah.
Like when he's throwing that girl over his shoulder like, fucking spider monkey! I don't get it, guys. Is it sexist to shoot her or not to shoot her? It's such a blurred line. that just shows how Deadpool really doesn't give a flying fuck. He is going anywhere, balls out, all that shit, and just seeing him, like it's so funny, seeing him dress up in Deadpool and all that stuff, best part about the whole thing. Some people that, like, what a lot of people don't realize is you have to see this movie multiple times because there's a lot of Easter eggs that you miss. Like, when the Deadpool billboard, I have to see it like a second or third time to get it. There was actually, I saw above Wade Wilson's name, Charlie Sheen, Kanye West, Bill Cosby.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm serious. You gotta see it. When I saw it, I fucking laughed louder. I was like, that is hilarious because these guys do not give a fuck. They take shots at everything. Now, moving on, aside from that, another best part about this movie is the interactions Deadpool has with everybody. It feels so natural, so funny. Like, with T.J. Miller as Weasel, like, you look like an avocado had sex with an older avocado. Like, hate fucking. It's like, the joke you heard from the trailer is even funnier now. That is incredible. Because they knew what movie you were getting into. They knew that this movie was meant for the fans. His interactions with Colossus and Negasonic Teenage Warhead were also just as funny. Him trying to beat the shit out of an old bigger guy and having his hands fucking broken like a little bitch. And then there was also that moment where when he breaks the fourth wall, he does it brilliantly. Where he just looks at the camera and he's like, you ever seen 127 Hours? Spoiler alert! That was brilliant. I absolutely loved it. And another thing that surprised me was how the flashbacks were actually good. Like they weren't good though, like they actually made the movie go further. It wasn't like, oh, another flashback, we don't need this. No. With Deadpool narrating it, it actually sounds and looks even better than before. That's what I truly love about this movie, because it just knows what it's doing. That is very important to me. I also love how there's so many references. When he first sees Negasonic in the, X-Mansion, he's like, oh, Ripley from Alien 3! And she's like, shit, you're old, man. I love that so much. It just fills my heart with joy. And I think that's kind of the main thing I took away from this movie, is because this movie is not for everybody. Because when I saw it the first time with Senpai, we saw it with hardcore Deadpool fans. As in, they understood all the references, they understood all the jokes, and they actually understood most of, if not all, the Easter eggs. Because I had to see it a few times to catch all the Easter eggs. The second time I saw it, it was with a much bigger audience, and a lot more friends, but not all the people in the audience understood all the references. Because, again, this movie... Ryan Reynolds, see, he's so good, I call him Ryan Reynolds Wade Wilson. Like, Ryan Reynolds went out of his way to say, this movie is for the fans. This movie is not for everybody. This is not even a big budget. I think they made it like $58 million budget, and they made this spectacular movie. Yeah, one of the things we also... fuck yeah. Another thing I love is how his fight with Ajax is just as funny as his interactions with everybody else. Francis. Yeah, Francis. Hey, Francis. I use my soap detergent. You clean up real nice. I gotta admit, that's pretty fucking funny. And I think the main thing people will say is like, oh, he's a generic British villain. That works perfectly for this movie. So, anyway, what I really do love about, the fact that this movie really did not hold back at all. The interactions were stellar, everything about it, the fourth wall breaking, the action. This movie was what it needed to be. Now, this is a rated R movie. We're saying this here and now. If you have a parent who thinks they'll take their kids to see this movie because it's a costume superhero, don't.
Please don't.
For God's sake. This is not meant for them until they're 11 or 12 at least.
No, it's not meant for them until they're at least 16, 15.
Well, come on.
Well, I mean...
It's like, no. Even though it's rated R, though, it's not like hardcore rated R.
No,
gore, sex, everything.
It's the whole sex scenes and, like, just that part alone.
That's only like a minute or so.
Because, like, when you're 12 or 13, you're just like, oh, yeah, vagina and penis, yeah. We haven't seen shit yet.
Nah, this is, this is nothing.
Yeah.
Happy International Women's Day, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Like,
oh, and also one of the best parts, Stan Lee's cameo.
Oh my God,
that was the best cameo ever.
Okay, so first thing, the day that we saw it, just like exclusively with like the fans, the moment Stan Lee's voice showed up, the moment Stan Lee showed up on the big screen, people were clapping, they stood up, they were cheering.
They were applauding.
On Friday when we saw it, I could hear some voices. Is that Stan Lee? Of course it's fucking Stan Lee!
You've had 16 years of fucking Stan Lee cameos, and you still don't recognize the fuck? Fuck you! But regardless, that was one of the funniest Stan Lee cameos ever, especially when he was just like, you can't buy love, but you can rent it for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
This movie, God, I could seriously just laugh at this all day. Thank you so much.
I could watch a movie or fuck a documentary on just Stan Lee just being Stan Lee.
It is one of those movies where I don't mind at all to rewatch it again.
Yeah, and also we also didn't mention two of the other best parts: Weasel and Blind Al. Like, remember when he went up to Blind Al? He's like, "By the way, Blind Al, there are 12 pounds of cocaine and the cure to blindness. Good luck." Oh my God! And T.J. Miller as Weasel was just as funny because he's the one who said hate fucking and all that crap, and him just like, Deadpool, I would go with you, but I don't want to go with you. At least he was honest about it, and that right there is really hilarious. It just shows that these characters were very well thought out. They were treated with respect and care. The plot is simple and all that other shit, and to top it all off, super penis.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, God,
yeah. And again, the after credit scene is just as funny. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and I love how he's just like, oh, we are having a Deadpool 2 sequel, and this one's gonna have Cable, and then he listed off a few, and maybe Keira Knightley. By the way, if you find the fan art of Keira Knightley as Cable, oh my fucking God, it's the funniest thing ever, because it's just so cool. But regardless, guys, we were bouncing all over the place because there was so much to talk about in this movie. It's so hard to describe how funny this movie is because you just have to experience it. This movie took shots at Green Lantern, at Fox, at the superhero genre in general, while it stayed true to itself and was like, I love who I am. There was so many great character moments for everybody. Ajax was cool. His fucking lackey, Angel Dust. T.J. Miller's Weasel, Blind Al, Colossus, Negasonic, they all had their moment to shine. And Deadpool was the star, because this movie is about Deadpool, and I'm just so happy to say this movie still has a 10 out of 10 in my book. 9.5 out of 10 with Senpai, but Polly has a 10 out of 10 like me. So guys, I beg you.
Her name was Angel Dust?
Yeah.
That's her actual name?
In the comics, yeah.
I just thought it was Violent Woman Dildo. Like, dude, she's so bulky.
She was an MMA fighter.
Well, yeah, I know. Actually. But like, she's bulky, she's fucking aggressive. It's a fucking dildo. It's a bulky, aggressive thing just ramming into you. What else do you think it's gonna be?
Well, at least Colossus was nice to her before he got crotch-shotted.
Crotch blasted, bro. Oh, God, that was... One Punch Man punched the fuck out of his junk.
Oh my God.
No, she was like, oh, that's sweet though. Punches it is like, no.
In the dick!
Yeah, his metal band.
Grabbed that tit just by the tip of the tit and picked her up through that tit.
Yeah.
And thrown her.
God,
it's a fight!
Anything
goes! No, she punched him in the dick! Anything goes!
She punched him and dented like a little dick. Okay?
Oh God, no, I don't want to see that. Fuck. Like, I remember Deadpool's like, your poor wife!
Dude, seriously, that line, your poor wife, everyone got that joke.
Oh.
Friday, most people got that joke. Because, of course, there were some younglings there, but, like, it just, yeah. That line was absolutely great. Actually, all of his lines were great.
Yeah, I couldn't laugh. Like, I couldn't stop laughing at all. God, thank God there's going to be another one. But, again, go see it this weekend, guys. This is our spoiler review. Kind of spoiler. We went all over the place, but again, that's what Deadpool does. He goes all over the place and doesn't give two fucks. This is Psycho Culture's Anarchy.
And Polyfez right here.
And this is us signing off, telling you to go see Deadpool. I swear to fucking God, I'm going to kill you.
Peace out.
Peace.